out there. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
A quick burst there. He nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And what I found, man, so without further ado, man, we need to get right into it, man, because it's an interesting phenomenon that's going on in the world that we live in, man. It's called the Mandela effect. And Nelson Mandela is the person that kicked off this phenomenon, right? So
second and 5.
Discuss other than the person that kicked off this theory.
Again, it's Cook.
The Mandela effect is...
and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead run. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. He sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. They'll get it inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon.
The losing streak can take on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do now to keep holding on to that attitude because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them.
When South African social media was blazing with allegations and conspiracy theories that the real Madiba died
after the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
When he was 67 years old. These allegations continue.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The real Madiba. And that the apartheid government installed an impersonator named Gibson McCon. See, they even got a whole name to play Madiba. Moreover, the allegations claim that Gibson was the man who negotiated the end of the apartheid and would be the first South African Democratic president. So they say back in 1985, when Mandela was 67 years old, at the time that he
this drive will begin with a run from A-Chain. And now off to it. And now look at this big gain, but fumble. And out across midfield down to the 35. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Wow, that ball is not free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got he just knocked out there. They just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on the first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it easily move into the top 5.
And diving effort right sideline, he's got it. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down first and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just just respond, as you just noted.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Tua wants to throw it on second down. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle from 8 yards out. And the Armadillos are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Mandela was 67 years old at the time that he actually died. Now, this is very interesting, man. It's going to come. Let the praise Mandela effect.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
No, sit back down. Sit back down. Don't be
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
Nowhere near finish. Right? Because I got something else to show you, too. Because it's very interesting that CNN confirmed Nelson Mandela's death at the age of 95, just like Mandela effect equals 95 in the ordinal cipher. Now, if you don't understand what you're looking at, this is called gematria, the practice of turning letters into their numerical value.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. 3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. Very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5 and 5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would make them 3 and 6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Now Cook like Rice. Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Mandela passed away on the 339th day of the year. Man, come on, man. It's more to it than the circus, man. But come on, let's keep on scratching this thing.
To the air. Allen.
Come on.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fitzhugh Melifonwu. And this one will be returned to right around the 30.
Have played Nelson Mandela, right? Well, come on. Because let's circle back, man. Let's really dive in, man. Let's really dive into the deep end. You hear me? Because they said that Nelson Mandela passed away in the year 1985. So let's take a look at the timeline, right? Let's take a look at the timeline in 1985. Now, I was able to find a timeline of Nelson Mandela's prison stint, his 27-year prison stint. I was able
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. In motion, Hill. After the turnover, it's Tua. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Tua to try again on second down. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. It's caught inside the 25. In for a touchdown. Jalen Waddle with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7.
A lot of words that deal with deception.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This surgery, when the word surgery equals 113, even the surgery.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
So I believe with this information that's being provided,
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Allen from the gun on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
As the phrase skull and crossbones equals 223 in the ordinal cipher. But come on.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll run with Cook. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot,
let him get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. But just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting the runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
So I believe Kobe Bryant, I believe they killed off the Kobe Bryant character. I believe that's what they killed off. I don't believe the real Kobe Bryant is dead.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive with double-digit plays. They also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They're going deep for Hill. This is inside the 5. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Armadillos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
He was also born on 44th day numerology on the 199.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
More importantly, that's 44, right?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Well, he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. He's across midfield and finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Allen to throw it. They're find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see Charles come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw it.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Armadillos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders on for the extra point.
If you look over here on the breakdown, on the steps.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
The orders of Nice Templar. Right, so he was down there at the top, right? He was at the top.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Yes, Nelson Mandela sold you out. Yes, he sold you out. Yeah, he sold you out.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Because even if we look at how old Nelson Mandela was when he was released from prison, he was 71 years old when he was released from prison.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? Because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And past the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Allen off the play fake. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get on.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And then all of a sudden, it didn't happen like that. No, our time frame.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this returnable for Hill. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
But without further ado, man, let's get right into it, man. Let's tap in and let's see what's going on.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a 1st down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Installed an impersonator named Gibson McCann.
2nd and 10.
To play with you. Well, the allegations claim that Gibson was the man who negotiated the end of the apartheid and will be the first South African Democratic president.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
Bro, all this nigga doing is going streaks, bro.
Jalen Waddle on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Armadillos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Okay, wrong.
On the extra point.
He's not even nowhere near finished. Right, because I got something else to show you.
He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
That CNN confirmed Nelson Mandela's death at the age of 95.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
He was 95 in the Oregon Cypher. Now, if you don't understand what you're looking at, this is
Breaks through the contact. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Chronological order of the alphabet, as you can see down there, A equals 1, because A is the first letter of the alphabet. This is all that was going on.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Just like Mandela effect equals 226 in the last cycle.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Mandela effect. It equals 339 as Mandela passed away on the 339th day of the year. Man, come
that'll
on,
do it
man.
for the end of the second quarter.
This
is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
We just scratching it. We ain't put the plastic off yet. Come on. Because circling back to the individual that is said to be the impersonator of Nelson Mandela, Gibson Makonda. It's interesting that Gibson Makonda equals 666 in the Sumerian cipher, which is the English
Welcome back.
language.
Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
So that was the base number, was number 6. Just like coincidentally, right?
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
So it's very interesting that this individual is the person that
and we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Nelson Mandela, right? Come on. Because let's circle back, man. Let's really dive in, man. Let's really dive into the deep end. You hear me? Because they said that Nelson Mandela passed away in the year 1985. So let's take a look at the timeline, right? Let's take a look at the timeline in 1985. Now, I was able to find a timeline of Nelson Mandela's prison stint, his 27-year prison stint. I was able to find a timeline. So it's very interesting, man. I came across these dates, these notable dates that they want us to know about. So I found this date very particular. It was November 3rd. Now, I know a lot of y'all already saying DDD. Y'all already saying the answer. I ain't even got to say it. Y'all had already said it. But for those that aren't aware, I'm going to break it down. Now, it says November 3rd, 1985, Mandela was admitted to the Volks Hospital in Cape Town for prostate surgery. But it was on that day, November 3rd, in the year 1985.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of the game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Pay attention to these other words, man, in the English language. These other words / phrases. They also equal 113 as well when you write the English language forwards and when you write the English language backwards. Right?
Tagovailoa on the throw on second down here. This one thrown underneath to A-Chain. It will be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field.
Look at this. Middle of the field, breakaway. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. 67 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. It's caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Armadillos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Sanders on for the extra point.
We get 118-day numerology, just like the word death.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Now, once again, taking that day that
now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
They said the new Nelson Mandela was released from prison.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
So they did a skull and bones ritual with Nelson Mandela. They did a skull and bones ritual with his character. As the phrase skull and crossbones equals
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. Let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. It wasn't enough to put someone to rest. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Allen.
I believe that's when they killed me.
Right.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
So we gonna make a comparison, right?
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete.
Playing success in this game already. 2 touchdown catches, but that was a very dangerous throw. But you have to understand, with 2 catches already for touchdowns, they're going to try and force it to him at times as well.
But somebody else has these same numbers in their rituals.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Kobe Bryant's death was on the 22nd week at the
Tua sets up to pass it. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will we be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit?
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping
Oh, my God, bro.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua.
Oh, come on, bro.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Tua to throw again. He dumps it off to A-Chain. Touchdown! Devon A-Chain. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Armadillos have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
So now I'm about to show you the mockery with the reason, the whole reason.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
It was all based on mockery, right?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you? He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown Bills. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Bills are able to claw one back. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down on it. That's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed, speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Now it's very interesting.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Man, come on, man. Come on. What more do you need to see?
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Because if we take from the day that Nelson Mandela was arrested.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Of 27 years and 27 weeks, just like the word ritual equals 27. When you think about the word ritual and 27, think about the 27 Club. When a lot of celebrities pass away at the age of 27, right? Come on, man. Because it's something else interesting with the day that he got arrested to the day that he got released, right? If we take from the day that Nelson Mandela got arrested on August 5th, 1962.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Just like the word released equals 33 in the pure cycle, and the word missing equals 33.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Nelson Mandela was right under.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Oh, he's got a little delay. Now he's loose again.
Nelson Mandela was.
Touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Armadillos get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Look, 17 minutes to reflection.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Appreciate y'all for all the support. I'm out.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now a try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Austin. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bills' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen going to change this at the line.
I don't know if we've done that yet, but I think we should do it. I think we have to do that, Mr. Gunn.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
Like that, and the small little gathering turned out to be a very large gathering. A lot of people outside can't get in. So we want to thank you all.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hardworking American patriots who believe in faith and
Ball on
family,
the 40
God
now.
and
Here's
country,
2nd and 9.
oil, gas, and guns. Right? I'm going to say, how do you vote for a Democrat? They don't believe in this. They don't believe in guns.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And they show that.
And a great return as he takes us up just shy of 45. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now a throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You got the lead, just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, a run by Oche. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 52 yards. And the Armadillos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Oil and gas drilling and such jobs, and nobody ever thought, I would say, even that brilliant owner that I'm going to introduce in a second would have said, not possible 10 years ago, right? Not even possible to do. But I just want to congratulate you at Trend Center and the chairman and CEO of Trend Center Engineering, Mario Lugo.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Should I bring him up? Should I bring him? Come on, Mario. Get up here, Mario.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Come on up. Look at it. They love you, Mario. You made them all rich, right? You made them rich as hell, Mario. Along with Mike Cargo and Stephen there. Steve there. Where's Steve? Steve, I just saw the most beautiful picture, and I sent it to you. And thank you
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
From the gun, it's Allen.
Good job. We don't usually do that, but, you know, I thought he deserved it because I got to see what
wide open, complete.
Thank you,
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Amazing. So, I also want to thank some of the great people we have with us today. We have a man with an
maybe
unlimited
worse than the
future,
loss of
Wesley
yardage. They also
Humphrey.
lose the down, so now it's 3rd and long.
Congressman
Now Allen.
Wesley, thank you. Wesley
Flash
Humphrey's
to
got
his
a
right.
future.
He's getting it complete. And he will finally
So that ain't unnecessary rough. The nigga just happened.
inside the 45.
Bro, come on.
Big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Thank you, Louis. He's been my friend. Oh, there you are, Louis. He's been my friend from the beginning.
On play
Another
action,
friend, agricultural
Allen.
commissioner, somebody that I saw on television years ago saying, you know,
And it's
it was
knocked
AT,
away
I don't
and
think, I don't know if
incomplete.
Trump's going to win.
That's coverage you'd
Texas,
expect
he
to
said,
see in
I
a
don't know where
tie
you come
game
from.
late.
I
Not in
watched
a
him.
lopsided game
He had
like
that
this.
gorgeous
They are
hat
not
on.
letting up.
I want that hat like that. I love it. He was on television on, I think, To Face the Nation, one of the shows. Ladies and gentlemen, sit
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Commissioner Dawn Buckingham. So with the help of everyone here today, 4 months from now, we're going to win the Texas primary. We're going to win it in a
Operating from the gun. Allen flushed out
We're then going
right.
to go on and
He's going to
beat
fire
Joe
one
Biden.
corner of the end
Look at
zone.
this now. He's also
That is
in
caught.
confidence.
Touchdown,
He's crooked and
Buffalo.
he's in confidence. That's a
Naeem
bad
Hines,
combination, Louis.
37
We're
yards.
going to meet him
And
in
the Bills
November,
get a
and we're
small
going
measure
to
of
make
revenge as they
America
cut
great
into
again,
this 4th quarter
than
deficit.
ever before. Hard to believe.
And
because
CD,
you
they
look
just
at what's
haven't had a
happened.
whole lot to cheer about
You
here.
look
But
at what's
it may be
happened to our
cliche, but
country,
give
and
them
I want to
credit
tell
for
you, it's hard to
this.
believe
They've
we're gonna
continued to
make it
fight
greater
and
than
scratch and
ever
claw, and they get the
before.
touchdown
We're
here
gonna
in the
have
4th
to
quarter.
have a
And I'm okay with that cliche. All right, maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Silence of the Lamb.
After the touchdown,
Hannibal
Bass to
Lecter.
kick it
Anybody
away.
ever heard of the wonderful Hannibal Lecter? We got him coming into this country now because other countries are dumping their people
And
from
he'll
mental
elect not to return
institutions.
this one, so they'll bring it out to the
In other words,
25
if
on the
it's from
touchback.
Mario, Say the sound is a step above. You understand? That's the real bad ones. But we have them coming from everywhere, including a lot of terrorists are coming in. You know that, Louis. You know that. Common sense. You know, they just showed a chart of one of these crazy fake shows, but this wasn't fake. That in 2019, they have
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that
Hey,
streak
come
going.
on, bro.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people were, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game is going, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
He wants to go to straight down and do a little turn every once in a while.
Two and now on 1st down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
And they gave me, by the way, they gave me their endorsement
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They allowed Russia to build Nord Stream 2. They shouldn't have done. I ended Nord Stream 2. I don't know if you all know that. And within the first couple of days, he approved it. That was the worst thing. That was the biggest project Russia's probably
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
I ended it, Louis, right?
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. But it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Let's go all electric, but we don't have enough electric to take care of somebody's
So back-to-back incompletions, so that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Say that under my leadership, the United States became the #1 producer of oil and natural gas in the world by far.
Tua going to
not
throw.
Just by a little bit. You have to see the chart. We ought to put up a chart.
Here's a diving catch right side. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got to give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out and tend to leave him in.
And now a throw on first down there.
Guys, they spent billions of dollars. They weren't going to move them. And actually, what happened is the Keystone was all set to go and was started. They actually started it. Biden came in and he took it away. He took the permits away from them.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles. But that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions from that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
I withdrew from the disastrous Paris Climate Accord, which is a ripoff.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this third down play.
Yeah, they're going down.
I don't want the Paris.
Here's Tua.
We want the Texas.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Now here's Roberto Sanchez. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
We're a nation that needs it more than anybody else now, because what they've done to our nation in the last 3 years, we need help a hell of a lot more than China, and a hell of a lot more than these other countries that are ripping us off in every possible way,
play fake.
including psychologically. They've taken over the Middle East.
Across the formation. situation, he hits
Now
Austin.
Saudi
And
Arabia
he
is
is out
aligned
of
with
bounds, but
China.
not before he's
You know
inside the
that,
30.
when
A
did you think that was gonna be
well-executed
happening?
22-yard
They're all
gain.
aligned with China, Russia, China,
Allen
North
now
Korea
looks to
with
throw.
China. We've lost everything.
This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there. 26 yards. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
They'll come back, and they'll come back fast. They're going to come back fast because ours was natural.
And the lead is down to 20.
Approval times for pipelines and other energy infrastructure to bring it down from 10 years to less than 2 years, and we were going to get it down to about 1 year before we got temporarily. Before we had
After the
pause.
touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
You have a little pause in here, Wesley. It's a 4-year pause.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And that's why
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
By far. But we're a hotter movement today than we were 4 years ago. I opened Anwar for energy development, which presidents have been trying to do for over 50 years. They've been trying to get it done. They couldn't get it done. I got
The
it done.
offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Oh, hell yeah.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
And that's what, because we have more liquid gold under our feet than Saudi Arabia or than Russia. That's not bad.
That one looks like he'll
Our
throw
energy
here.
policy was maximum production.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
You have the exact opposite. We're left.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Country is no longer respected. All 50 states.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Record high.
Open net is Waddle complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
You see the stock market.
And now a low-liner. I think he mishit it.
We have right now. Go ahead, please sit down. You know, sit down very high.
And that's
it's good for me. I don't know. It's good for you.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer.
But, you know,
and put
the
your
Biden
defense in a bad spot.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to say,
And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. A great effort there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
All of the
you got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you. Probably up to make the play.
You would think they have the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
And the least you can do is take a look, a modern-day look at Germany. 4 years ago, I told Angela Merkel, who I got along with actually...
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
She made a couple of mistakes. She let about 2 million people into the country.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone.
A lot of their plans fueled by a lot of people and people here working there. And you know what happened? Their whole economy went to hell. And now they're opening
the offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And if Biden gets his way, the United States, and it's happening now because you see permits are being given
a lot
out.
of happy faces heading into the
We had that thing going so at a level, and now it's starting to come down because those times have expired and they're not renewing leases or anything else. The filing dates are coming due. People are going in for new drillings and they're getting rejected left and right. Who would do that? How stupid is that? That's like open borders. Let's open up our borders so the whole world can come into our country. These are stupid people. Or they're people that hate our country. And I'm not sure which. The way I look at it, they can't be stupid because anybody that can cheat on elections as good as them, they're pretty smart. But there's an evilness and a sickness there, and I really think they want to destroy our country. If Biden gets his way, the United States will be reduced to an impoverished third world, crippling blackouts. We're going to have crippling blackouts. We're going to have people literally begging our enemies for mercy. We're losing all of our power with what they're doing. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I want to, just tell you that it's companies like this, and we have them in so many things, making tractors, making everything. Companies that are the greatest companies in the world, they're being put out of business by people that don't know what they're doing. The auto workers just signed a deal, and they got an increase, but they won't have jobs in 3 years because everything is going electric. And you know the story with the cars. It doesn't work. You're not going to make electric cars in this country. We don't have what's necessary for electric cars. We have what's necessary for gasoline cars or hybrids. But Texas Patriots will never, ever let what they're trying to do happen. You know why you won't, and you know how you stop it? Elect Trump, and you're going to stop it. You're not going to. You know what you do? What you do is elect Trump, and don't worry about it. You know, I told the owner where I went to Michigan, which is under siege, and they're going to be losing all their jobs, all their auto jobs. Everyone's jumping up. Oh, we got a new contract. You know, those companies are all going to go down the tubes. Bankrupt, yes, but they're going to go down the tubes. There won't be auto jobs because they didn't cover the fact that all cars have to be electric. And I'm telling you, if they don't do it right, if they don't do it fast and right, you're not going to have any semblance of